America's third war being fought along our southern border, and we're learning of a shocking move in a controversial case involving murdered Border Patrol agent Brian Terry. Agent Terry was killed by members of one of Mexico's most notorious drug cartels last December. Now the Department of Justice is trying to block Terry's family from receiving crime victim status. Why? William Lajeunesse, live in Los Angeles. William?
Well, John, it's highly unusual, and some believe that Arizona's U.S. attorney is doing more to protect his office than victims' rights by preventing the family from speaking at the sentencing of the man who bought the gun that allegedly killed their son.
I just was flabbergasted. I didn't believe it at first.
Brian Terry died in a shootout near the Mexican border. His family wants all those responsible brought to justice, from the man who allegedly fired the gun to the one who bought it.
Our number one goal is to pursue the prosecution of all the killers of Brian.
But in a surprise move this week, Arizona's U.S. attorney opposed a routine motion to list the Terry family as a crime victim.
It's mystifying to see the government try to deny the family of this fallen hero the basic respect and compassion that they are entitled to as crime victims.
In a motion, U.S. Attorney Dennis Burke says the family was not directly or proximately harmed by the illegal purchase of the murder weapon, that the real victim is not any particular person, but society in general. Yet earlier this year, when indicting gun buyers, Burke suggested the opposite.
That gun's going to be down in Mexico sometimes within 24 hours. To be used by drug cartels in a war they're having.
Some believe Burke has a conflict because he directed the operation that led to Terry's death.
You have to wonder whether the government's efforts to deny the family the status as crime victims is part of a strategy to avoid legal responsibility for some of the tragic mistakes of Operation Fast and Furious.
And those mistakes could lead to a wrongful death claim against the U.S. Attorney's Office in Phoenix and Burke himself, which is why some see a conflict of interest here. John, either way, ex-prosecutors tell us they expect the defense attorney to make this kind of argument, but it's very odd coming from the U.S. Attorney. Their office, by the way, had no comment.
Yeah, it seems like a strange move on the part of the federal government.
Yeah, no, you're right. This is, again, something we'd expect from the defense attorney. Say, of course, we don't want the family there speaking, to the judge or the jury in this case. But for the U.S. attorney to make that argument, it's a little odd. People say who've looked at this, we've had two ex-U.S. attorneys and a federal judge look at the case for us, and they go, this is a little out of the ordinary for them to be making this argument. John?
William Lajeunesse in Los Angeles. Thank you.